In Afghanistan, the most difficult Taliban leader we ever met was a guy named Mullah Dadullah Lang. And what he would do is he would operate from Pakistan, and he would come across the border, and he would move to various Taliban units, and he would deliver guidance and money and motivation, and he'd move through these, and he'd come back out, and we'd try to capture him. And in the terrain, he was hard to get. We had helicopters, we had fast-mover aircraft, we had the best commando forces in the world. And when we got word that he was inside Afghanistan, we'd posture our forces and try to get him, but he's always one step ahead. And I've got all these technical advantages and can't get him. And it's a little embarrassing because this guy is also one-legged and he's riding a little motorcycle. So there's some professional embarrassment as well. But we can't get him. I said, if we only knew when he's coming in. So I came back to the United States and met with the intelligence agencies to say, here's our problem. We all want to get this guy. We all want to get Mullah Dadullah Lang. Different forces are all doing what they have, but they're all working alone. And none of them have the full capability. Some have the information, not the strike forces. Some have part of the information. So everybody's trying, and everybody's just a little off the mark. But the bottom line of it is Mullah Dadullah Lang is not effectively targeted. So when I went to D.C. and met with the leaders, I sat down across a table, and I explained my problem, and if I said, if I only knew when he was going to come in beforehand, I could posture forces, and then this would be easy. And the guy sitting right across from the table says, we know that. I said, you know what? He says, we know when he's coming in, but we're not allowed to tell you. I said, why can't you tell me? I'm on your side. He said, because you might go into Pakistan and get him, and you're not allowed to do that. I said, come on, I promise. And the guy actually held up a memorandum that said he couldn't give us that information. So I did what any leader would do. I lunged across, tried to get that memo. But he was doing what he was told to do, and he was a good man trying to do the right thing, executing a policy that was put in place probably made sense. But now it was absolutely opposite to what we had to have happen. So I was able to get up to his bosses, and we sat down and we talked about it. And we said, well, this makes a lot more sense if we collaborate. So suddenly we decided that what we had to do was communicate. Sounds pretty basic, but isn't always the case. And suddenly all the elements starts putting their information together, and in 1 month, Mullah Dadullah Lang was dead. We didn't have any new weapons. We didn't really have any new information. We just were able to pull it together. We had stopped having pride of ownership, and we started having pride in shared outcome.